Live cameras had a way of melting the mask, turning superstar polish into raw human seconds. The bigger the stage, the fewer the escape routes. These were 12 unforgettable moments when artists and entertainers got caught off guard on camera. Number 12, Will Smith.
Apologize to you. My behavior was unacceptable.
It happened on March 27, 2022 at the Academy Awards, with about 16.62 million viewers watching on ABC. In the middle of Chris Rock's onstage jokes, Will Smith walked up and slapped him, then returned to his seat as the room froze.
Oh, wow! Wow!
Minutes later, Smith still won Best Actor for King Richard, making the whiplash even worse. On April 8, 2022, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences banned him from Academy events for 10 years, turning one live moment into permanent footage.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
I'm going to.
Number 11, Janet Jackson. By early 2004, the stakes around Janet Jackson were already enormous. Her album All For You had debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with about 605,000 first-week sales, and her Super Bowl 38 halftimes slot on February 1, 2004 was the biggest stage in American pop. Then, during a duet with Justin Timberlake on Rock Your Body, a split second became the headline. The broadcast triggered a wave of complaints and an FCC fine against CBS of $550,000, later voided by the Third Circuit Court of Appeals, proving how fast live TV could rewrite a career narrative. Number 10, Sin&eacute O'Connor. In 1990, Sin&eacute O'Connor became a worldwide face of pop anguish with Nothing Compares to You, a Prince-written song that hit number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100. 2 years later, on October 3, 1992, she walked onto Saturday Night Live and aimed straight at the culture.
Is of no more significance than the color of his eye.
During an a cappella performance of Bob Marley's War, the 25-year-old held up a photo of Pope John Paul II and tore it apart on camera, then told viewers to fight the real enemy. The production team did not know the live prop would be different from rehearsal, and the backlash hit immediately.
Fight the real enemy.
Number 9, Sex Pistols. On December 1, 1976, a last-minute booking change put Sex Pistols on Thames Television's Today program with host Bill Grundy. Their single Anarchy in the UK was fresh, punk was still a threat, and early evening British TV was not built for chaos. With Steve Jones and cameras rolling live.
Really? Yep. Really? Good Lord. Now, I want to know one thing.
The interview spiraled into insults and profanity that the mainstream had barely heard before dinner. Grundy was suspended soon afterward, and the clip became a permanent symbol of pop culture losing control in real time.
Well, that's it for tonight. The other rocker, Abel, I'm saying nothing else about him, will be back tomorrow.
Number 8, Kanye West.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting.
Just 3 days after Late Registration dropped on August 30th, 2005, Kanye West appeared on NBC's A Concert for Hurricane Relief on September 2nd, 2005. Standing beside Mike Myers, the 28-year-old looked like he was reading a routine appeal, until he went off script.
The black people, the less well-off as slow as possible. I mean, this is, Red Cross is doing everything.
West criticized the government response to Hurricane Katrina, then delivered the line that made Myers visibly tense. George Bush doesn't care about black people, landed like a record scratch, and the broadcast cut away. It was one of the clearest examples of live TV turning into history mid-sentence.
George Bush doesn't care about black people. Please call.
Number 7, Chris Brown. In March 2011, Chris Brown was promoting FAME, his fourth studio album, which debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 with about 270,000 first-week sales. On March 22, 2011, he appeared on Good Morning America and tried to keep it strictly about music. Robin Roberts pushed into the Rihanna case, and Brown's on-camera body language tightened fast. Afterward, ABC reported a smashed window in his Times Square dressing room. It was the classic caught-off-guard pattern, a controlled public face, then the cameras captured the moment the control slipped.
Felt like people kept just trying to take it away from me, So yes, I got very emotional, and I apologize for acting like that.
Number 6. Milli Vanilli. In 1989, Milli Vanilli looked unstoppable. Glossy videos, synchronized dance moves, and a blockbuster US album. Girl You Know It's True was a massive commercial hit and made Rob Pilatus and Fabrice Morvan international stars. Then came July 21st, 1989 at Lake Compounce in Bristol, Connecticut, when the backing track for Girl You Know It's True began repeating live. The panic on stage was real because the illusion was cracking on camera. On November 19, 1990, the Recording Academy revoked their Best New Artist Grammy, the only time that award has been rescinded. Number 5. Ashlee Simpson. Ashlee Simpson's debut album Autobiography arrived on July 20, 2004, debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200, and later went triple platinum. 3 months later, on October 23, 2004, she stepped onto Saturday Night Live to prove she could deliver live. Her first song, Pieces of Me, went fine. Then the wrong vocal track started for her second slot. The Pieces of Me track triggered again before she reached the microphone, exposing the use of a guide track. She did an awkward little hoedown style jig, then left the stage as the band played on. In the harsh mid-2000s media environment, that 1 minute became her reputation. Number 4. Mariah Carey. By 2016, Mariah Carey was already a pop institution, with more than 200 million albums sold and 18 Billboard Hot 100 #1 singles. On December 31, 2016, she took the stage in Times Square for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve right before midnight.
We didn't have a sound check for this New Year's, baby. That's okay, you guys.
She opened with Auld Lang Syne, then the in-ear audio fell apart during Emotions. On camera, she admitted she could not hear, and the choreography kept going while she tried to salvage the moment. When We Belong Together arrived, the disconnect between track and performance turned into a viral symbol of live TV vulnerability.
That was...
Number 3. Paula Abdul. Long before American Idol turned her into a weekly TV fixture, Paula Abdul ruled late 1980s pop, with Straight Up hitting #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in February 1989. In January 2007, while promoting Idol Season 6, she appeared in an interview with a Seattle Fox affiliate, and something felt off.
Is that what it is? I was wondering, what is that?
Her answers sounded garbled, and her focus drifted, and the clip spread fast because viewers could see the confusion in real time. Abdul later blamed lack of sleep and technical problems, but the camera had already done its job. It captured that uncomfortable space between celebrity control and human limitation. Number 2. Robert Downey Jr.
Implies, so Tony has turned his attentions more toward a bit of a post-Reagan era.
In April 2015, the comeback story was complete. Robert Downey Jr. was 50 years old, promoting Avengers: Age of Ultron, and used to steering interviews back toward the movie. On April 22, 2015, Channel 4 news presenter Krishnan Gurumurthy pulled the conversation toward prison, addiction, and family.
Arrogant in a very appealing way.
Right.
Was that what you brought to it, or was that?
The shift was visible on Downey's face, a practiced smile turning into a tight stare. Then he stopped the interview and walked out, cracking, "It's getting a little Diane Sawyer in here." It was not a scandal of violence or nudity, just a clean, on-camera moment of boundaries being drawn, instantly and awkwardly.
Do you
see what? Okay, it's just getting a little Diane Sawyer in there.
No, look, I don't want to do that.
Thank you.
Number 1, Adele. In February 2017, Adele had nothing left to prove. She was 28, coming off the era of 25, and her voice was the kind that could quiet an arena.
How do I feel so mighty small when I'm...
At the 59th Grammy Awards on February 12, 2017, she stepped into a George Michael tribute with an arrangement of Fast Love. Then she stopped, mid-performance, because it was not right, and she refused to let a technical or pitch issue cheapen the moment.
I know it's live TV, I'm sorry. I can't do it again like last year. I'm sorry.
She apologized, restarted, and explained, "I can't mess this up for him." It was the rare, caught-off-guard clip that ended beautifully, a superstar choosing respect.